I'm back. Actually, this video is all about do-it-yourself props. So let's go with the title sequence, shall we? Okay guys, I'm back and I want to talk to you about DIY props. I got into DIY props a while back as just sort of a thing to keep me busy, and I've made a couple of them here and there. I enjoy doing them a whole lot, and I want to share some of them with you. If you have me on Facebook, you've probably already seen a couple of pictures of some of the stuff I've done. It's not very hard, and once your creativity starts going, you start to be able to make these things almost just one after the other. I think the most I made is 3 in one night, and that's just because I was bored. The wifey was on Facebook doing Farmville or something, and these things came to me most of the time just by sitting down watching TV and looking at the stuff lying around the house. So, let's get started with the first prop I ever built. I actually have to go down this way, yeah, that way, to grab them, so please excuse me while I grab the first one. Okay, up first here, this is a Maverick Nerf gun. You all see that? This is a regular old Maverick. You can buy this in either a clear version or the yellow version. You can tell mine's the yellow version because when you cock it back like that, I forgot to paint the yellow. Cock it back like that. Makes a little thing like that. The barrel actually rotates. The chamber does. So you can see that just like that. Okay. It's a handprint proof gun, which I thought would make it look a little bit more rustic and make it look more like something out of I don't know, a futuristic cop movie or something like that. I actually got the idea to do this one from the Samaritan gun from Hellboy. They did a episode on BFX, and if you don't know anything about BFX, look up BFX on YouTube. It's all about do-it-yourself filmmaking, especially props, camera mounts, and stuff like that that can help you, if you're like me, make your stuff a little bit more realistic, a little bit more professional. And like I said, this one was pretty much my first ever. Actually, the accents that are done on it should have been sandpapered with an undercoat, but unfortunately, I painted them on. But for a medium-sized prop, for a medium-sized shot, let's see if I can get this thing in range. It doesn't look half bad, other than that yellow color. But you can always explain that away in some way. Okay, let's go on to the next one, shall we? I like to call this my spy special. I'm a big fan of Transformers, as everybody knows, and this one was based on me watching some videos about the Man from U.N.C.L.E. gun, which is what Megatron's based on. And so here we have my spy special. You can see that there is a barrel extension with a silencer type thing going on here, and then a long scope attached to the top of the gun. There's the gun itself, which has a custom paint job done by the wifey. You can even see that we got the silver on the back. There's silver paint on the ends of the scope. It looks a little bit more realistic. And actually, I'll teach you how to build this gun real quick. This body is an old light gun from a piece of crap Fred's game system. It's just been painted and everything. I took out all the internal sensors, gave them to my dad, which he was really happy to get. The barrel extension here that you see is actually nothing more than the body of a marker that's been glued in here. I use automotive super glue. It's a lot better than epoxy, and it'll last twice as long, and at the same time it hurries up a build. It never slows down. Okay, so now let's move on to the silencer part right here. As you can see, it's pretty much silencer-like. In actuality, I work at a retail store, and the rolls of paper that come in our registers, when they get down to nothing, give off these little tubes. And so I have about 9 million of them lying around the house because I never figured out what to do with them. And so that's one that's just attached straight to the marker piece. And really what I had to do is go in there and cut some of the ribbing out so that the glue would set. Then I put a lot of glue in the end and around the base and got it made. Once again, it's been painted by hand by the wifey because she's such an excellent prop mistress about things like that. Also, this connector right here piece that you see that holds the gun and the scope piece together. This is actually the same thing as the silencer, only it's been chopped in half. Excuse me. And it's got some duct tape wrapped around it. You can actually see right down the center of it. I'm not sure if you can see it in the video, but you can actually see a very small area right in here that goes through here. This scope portion is actually two of these duct taped together. You can actually still see the duct tape right here. That's why this is a medium-sized prop. It's used for cameras, shots away, down, behind, but never up close. And then what it is this is a small pill bottle right here. And this is a larger pill bottle up here. And they're just painted flat black, once again, by the wifey. And then she went ahead and put the silver on the end there, and silver on the end here, so you have the illusion that the scope is real. It does not fire in any way. The trigger actually free roams due to the fact that I took the insides out of the gun, right? Alright, let's move on and see what else we got. I made this one on a whim, and I'm going to have to show it to you from way back here probably. This is my Green Lantern power battery. It's missing a handle up top, right? I made this one pretty much just on a whim because it just jumped out at me. It's actually two, right here, cotton candy buckets. So this bottom part and this top part can't open to stash stuff inside. And the boxes on the side, as I rotate it around, are actually old cigarette packs that were just going to be thrown away. I put a couple of layers of duct tape on them, and then I glued them straight to the housing. Not sure how good you can see this, so I'm kind of haphazardly do it. And then of course for the light, that's actually just a spray can top off some spray paint with white painted on the inside. And I hope to have a handle attached up top where you can hold it, but that's my power battery I did. Okay. And I know this video is going longer than the 5-minute time limit, but really I have to take the time just so I can show you guys. Now let me get the last one that I've got to show you today. Well, actually this is the second to last one. This is my lightsaber. Okay, doesn't look half bad, does it? Okay, this is actually made out of, believe it or not, almost entirely pill bottles. There's a pill bottle here, pill bottle here. They're put together by their bottoms. See them right there? That's just a lid that's been turned around black. This is actually a pill bottle that's been cut to give you that emitter type. And if you can see down here, I'm not sure you can, right inside here is another one of those inner parts from those the paper coils that I'm talking, or paper rolls that I'm talking about. It's right in there. You can barely see it, but it makes a little emitter thing. And now I took another one and I split it and I made this into a nifty grip. This also can be opened to stash stuff inside. Therefore, it makes a nice little stash box if you're trying to hold some money or maybe something. Don't do drugs. Alright? That's my disclaimer. But there you have my lightsaber made up, like I said, of pill bottles. And my last one I'm going to show you before I end the video because I'm running out of time and this is going to have to be one of those special ones so the wifey doesn't get me. I showed it to you before and I want to show you up close. This is my Necronomicon. Let me try to let the light catch it a little bit there, here and there. Right? Bound in human flesh. Not technically inked in blood because I haven't put the pages in it yet. Right? I got this, this is actually a recipe I got off of the effects. They're holding a contest to see who would host the new show, and one of the contest winners that got to be the final 3 actually made one. He didn't make his with duct tape all over. Actually, all these little features up here, like the eyes and the mouth and stuff, are actually rolled up pieces of duct tape with the sticky side facing out, and then you just kind of mold them together like sculpting. You put some masking tape over it to give it this clean line, and then after that you paint it, and then you have to acrylic seal it to get it to go together. If you don't, you're going to have some sticky mess, but it's all been acrylically sealed, not critically sealed. But right now I'm working on getting some pages in it so that you can have shots like this. Or close shots, you know what I'm saying? But that is our Necronomicon Ex Mortis. And right now that's pretty much all I can show you. I make your props all the time. It's just great. And I have a fun time doing it. And so keep up the good work. If you got something that you made, please post a response down below. And remember, subscriptions are up top. So actually it's over here, I found out. But make sure that you send it in. Let me know what you're talking about. If you want to try one of these builds, it'd be great. Let me see what you can make. And this has been the Unknown Critic, me, and I've been showing you my props. So, see you guys.